Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum language learners. You all are welcome back. You know, before anything, look at the words on the board. You all know that in the Arabic language, just as other languages, we have names and nouns given to the tools which we use to perform one activity or the other. And on the board, we can see these three words. The first one, we can see miftahun. And the second, we have mis'adun. And lastly, we have miknasatun. These three are tools used to perform one activity or the other. The first one, miftahun, you all or most of us may be familiar with it. It means key. And the second means elevator. And the last one, miknasatun, means broom. You can see the three of them. They are tools. The first one is a tool we use in opening the door. And the second is a tool which assists us to move above, to go up, and as a lift. And the last one, this is a tool we use to clean our environment, known as broom. All of these tools, you can see beside each of them, they are words. The first word you can see close to the first one is the word fataha yaftahu. What is fataha? Fataha means he opened, and yaftahu means he is opening. This will show that fataha is a fi'l madi, a past tense verb, while yaftahu is a present tense verb. Do you see any similarity between fataha and miftahun? Of course, a lot of similarities. The first similarity you can see is that the word fataha, the three-letter word fataha, these three letters are also found in the word miftahun. With this, we can simply conclude that the word miftahun is derived from the word fataha. But how is this derived? We will come back to that. The second word is the word mis'adun. And close to it, you can see the word sa'ada yas'udu. Sa'ada means sa'ada means to climb, to ascend. Yas'adu means he is ascending. Any similarity? Of course. The word mis'adun, you can see it is very much similar to sa'ada. This is because mis'adun is formed from the word sa'ada. Before we continue with our lesson, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please hit on the subscription button to be part of this family, and make sure you share with your friends so they participate in this knowledge-based series. Now coming back to our discussion, the last word there is the word miknasatun. And close to it, you can see the word kanasa yaknusu. Kanasa means he swept, and yaknusu, he is sweeping. Any similarity? Of course there is. The word kanasa has its derivation miknasatun, meaning miknasatun is formed from the word kanasa. Now, having built this foundation for you, our topic of discussion today is ismul ala. What is ismul ala? Ismul ala simply means utilitarian noun. Nouns of tools, nouns of utility, nouns representing names. Since we know that a noun is a name of person, animal, objects or things, and even ideas. So we have a type of noun which is called utilitarian or nouns of tools, which give us the names of tools, and we also have that in the Arabic language. These nouns of tools, they are first, you should know, the first note I want to give to you is that you should know that these utilitarian nouns, they are formed from triliteral verbs. What are triliteral verbs? This we have discussed in the link placed above. These are verbs which are formed from three-letter words. So an example, you can see the word miftahun formed from the word fataha, the word mis'adun formed from the word sa'ada, the word miknasatun from the word kanasa. The word fataha, kanasa, and sa'ada, they are three-letter words, and these words are formed from them. The second note is that these utilitarian words, these words which represent tools, they are formed from under three different patterns. The first pattern is the pattern of mif'alun. Again, mif'alun. This is the first pattern. And the second pattern is the pattern of mif'alun. Mif'alun. And the last pattern is the pattern of mif'alatun. And if you look at the example I've given to you above, you will see that the first pattern or the first word misbahun fall under the first pattern of mif'alun. Another example under the pattern of mif'alun is the word misharun. What is misharun? It means saw. Saw as a tool which you use in cutting the wood. Saw misharun under the pattern of mif'alun. The second pattern, which is the pattern of mif'alun, under it we can see the word mis'adun, elevator, mis'adun, mif'alun. Another example is the word miborodun, which means file, miborodun, miborodun. So you can see. And the last pattern is the pattern of mif'alatun. Under this we have the example miknasatun, which means a broom. And we have mekolayatun, which means a frying pan. Miklatun, which means a frying pan, and the red mibrotun, all these fall under the pattern of mif'alatun. And as we move on in this discussion from our book Durusul Lughat al-Arabiyyah, you will learn a lot on how to use these utilitarian nouns, and I'm promising you that you will learn nothing less than 30 words which are names of tools, and you also know perhaps how to use this word in forming your sentences. So I hope you stay behind from beginning to the end. Now let's dive in straight into our book, Durusul Lughat. And for those of us who have not gotten their copy, click on the description box to download your copy through the link placed therein. Now we have a conversation here. It's called this, and we are on lesson at Darus Sabir, lesson 7 of our book 3. This is a conversation between Hisham and Ahmad, and even Ahmad himself. Hisham, who is the father, he says, Aturidina shay'an min as-suq ya Ahmad? O mother of Ahmad, do you want anything from the market? Hisham is about to go to the market. Then Ahmad, his wife, said, Na'am, yes. Uridu megrafatan. Firstly, I want megrafatun. What is megrafa? Megrafa simply means scoop. Scoop, that is a type of container or spoon used to fetch something like milk or liquid thing or even solid thing. It usually has a protruding hand. So, megrofatun, scoop. And the word megrofatun is formed from the word gorofa. Can you see? Then we have, she also said, mekolatan. What is mekolatan? Mekolat means frying pan from the word kola yakuli. And she said, mekwatan. I also want a pressing iron from the word kawa yakui. And she also said, I want mekoson. What is mekoson? Scissors from the word koso yakusu. MashaAllah. Hisham said, Ma aktharo tolabatik. How much? How many are your needs, your requests? Ya Ahmad, O mother of Ahmad. Alam ashtari laki hadhihi al-ashiya'a fil amil madi. Did I not buy all these things for you last year? Ahmad said, Bala, exactly, you bought them. Walakinnaha, but those things min at-tirad al-qadim. The ones you bought are from the old fashion. وَقَدْ جَاءَتْ فِي السُّوقِ الْآنَ أَطْرِزَةٌ حَدِيثَةٌ. Now we have modern fashion and patterns. وَهِيَ طَبْعًا أَحْسَنُ وَأَجْوَدْ. And they are indeed best and also more sound and good. نَسِيتُ أَنْ أَذْكُرَ الْقَمْحَ وَالْعَدْسَ. I forgot to mention that we also need wheat and lentils. Isma inna hadha al-baqala. Now listen, oh my husband, this grocery, grocer, inna al-baqala al-jadida. Indeed, the new grocer, mutaffifun, is one who cheats. He cheats when he measures and he cheats when he weighs. Fala tashtari minhu shay'an. Don't buy anything from him. Hisham said, Waylun lil mutaffifin. Woe unto those who cheat when they unto defraud, those defrauders who defraud people, defrauds. ولكن كيف عرفت ذلك? But how do you know that? She said, إن الجبن الذي اشتريت منه قبل أيام. The cheese which I bought from him some days ago, وزنته بميزاننا. I weighed it with our own balance or scale. فوجدته ناقصا, and I found a reduction in it. I found it lesser. وكذلك كلت البر. The same way I also measured the burr, that is the what is it called, the seeds which I bought, the grains which I bought. فَوَجَدْتُهُ أَيْضًا نَاقِصًا, I also found the grains to be lesser than what I bought. Hisham said, سَأَنْصَحُهُ, I shall advise him, وَأَتْلُ عَلَيْهِ قَوْلَهُ تَعَالَى, and I will recite the saying of Allah to him, where Allah says, وَلَا تَنْقُسُ الْمِكْيَالَ, do not reduce the measure, وَالْمِيزَانَ, and also the balance. Allah. لَعَلَّ اللَّهُ يَهْدِي, perhaps Allah will guide him. أَتُرِيدُ أَنْتَ شَيْئًا يَا أَحْمَدُ, oh Ahmad, do you want anything? Ahmad said, Na'am, yes. Uridu mistaratan, I want a ruler. Wa mimhatan, I also want an eraser. Wa mibratan, I also want a pocket knife, that is a sharpener, as we call it. Hisham said, Hati miftah as-sayyarati min ghurfati, bring the car key from my room. You can see the word miftah, the word mistara, the word mimhat, the word mizan. All these are nouns which are called ismul ala, the asmaul ala, that is the nouns of utility. Ana lada babil mis'ad, I'm at the lift door, I'm at the elevator door. Father told him that. Now we can see this nice conversation. From this conversation alone, we've been able to come across words which are nouns for utility. Now we have short exercise to answer before we end this class. The first question says, Ajib anil as'ilatil atiya, answer the following questions. Number 1 says, Mada talabat Ummu Ahmad min as-suki, what did Ummu Ahmad requested from the market? You can say, Talabat Ummu Ahmada migrofatan. Ummu Ahmad requested to buy a scoop. Wa mikwatan, she also requested to buy an iron. And she requested to buy a frying pan, and she also requested to buy, what was that last thing she requested to buy? She requested to buy, let me check. She requested to buy mekason, that is scissors. Now, وَمَاذَا طَلَبَ Ahmad, what did Ahmad requested? You say طَلَبَ Ahmadu mibratan. Ahmad requested for a a pen knife. And she requested for an eraser. And he also requested for mistoratan, a ruler. Number 3 we have ayya ayatin yuridu Hisham an yatlu ala al-baqali jadid. Which verse does Hisham wanted to read to the new grocer? We say yuridu Hisham an yatlu ala al-baqali jadidi qawlahu ta'ala وَلَا تَنْقُسُ الْمِكْيَالَ وَالْمِيزَانَ. This was the verse he wanted to recite. وَلِمَاذَا لَعَلَّهُ أَنْ يَهْدِيَهُ اللَّهُ. Perhaps لَعَلَّ اللَّهَ أَنْ يَهْدِيَهُ. Perhaps Allah will guide him. Number 2 we have, now with this we come to the end of this lesson, and when next we meet we shall dwell more into this conversation and also this rule guiding the utilitarian ismul ala, the utilitarian nouns. Until then, make sure you subscribe to our channel, share with your friends, and press the like button. Do not also forget to hit on the join button to be part of our membership for members only perks. Until we meet again, assalamu alaikum.